What's going on, y'all? So look, man, there is a video of the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and he's chilling with his family, he with his friends, his fiance, who is fine as hell, Telly Swift. She fine as hell, might I add, right? He's chilling with his children. Again, he's with his friends. They having fun and celebrating Juneteenth on June 19th, right? They having a good time, and Deontay Wilder, he playfully twerks in front of his family. You know, he acting silly, and he just letting loose and being playful with his loved ones, right? And you got people calling him homosexual, calling him effeminate, calling him a beta male, just poking, saying, like calling him all type of names because he was playing and acting silly or expressing vulnerability in front of his family, right? And although twerking is something that's not for me, I understand that people often let loose around people that we love, right? We act silly around family in ways that we wouldn't do around other people. Me personally, I've been around my family and I dance and act silly, act a fool in front of my cousins, my sisters, my brothers, my uncles and aunts in a way that I would never do around other people, right? Just because you're comfortable around these people, you're in a comfortable setting, and I understand that, right? But you got people that's calling Deontay Wilder all type of names, calling him homosexual and all type of stuff, right? And you know what I notice? It's the people who are talking about Deontay Wilder are the people who are fans of the other heavyweights in the heavyweight division who happen to be from the UK, from the United Kingdom. Those are the ones that really calling Deontay gay or saying he's on drugs, even though Tyson Fury was the one who was snorting cocaine and doing coke for a while. And he was the one that was doing a book of sugar for a while, right? And you got people who are saying Deontay feminine. Those people saying Deontay feminine and all of that from this playful video. He's clearly being playful, playing, joking with his fiance, in front of his kid. He doing it, he joking in front of his fiance, his family, and even playing with his kids, right? And if those individuals are saying that Deontay Wilder is feminine because of this video, right? I want to remind y'all of something. Didn't we see Tyson Fury kiss a man on the lips twice? Did we or did we not see Tyson Fury kiss a man? I want to ask, didn't we see him kiss a man? For real, right? Didn't Tyson Fury do an interview with Ben Davison in the bed? Wasn't they in the bed doing the interview before? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. He was in the bed with Ben Davison, and Tyson Fury kissed the man on the lips. So is that effeminate? Like, is that feminine? Is that homosexual behavior? Is that questionable behavior? Is that weird? Or is it all those other things that y'all talking about Deontay Wilder? Is that beta male behavior? Y'all let me know. Tyson Fury kissing the man on the lips. I'm wondering, right? And in all my years of watching boxing, especially the recent years that we've seen this resurgence in the heavyweight division, right? We got all these different fighters coming about. You got all these different fighters, a lot of different fighters coming from the UK. I have never heard of Dillian White. That's the guy who was supposed to be the arch nemesis of Deontay Wilder. They were saying that Dillian was going to crush Deontay. He going to be the one to whoop Deontay, so on and so forth, right? I've never heard of Dillian White being linked to a woman at all in his career. I've never heard him being linked to a woman at all. Now, Dillian has told us that, he got a woman pregnant when he was like 13 or 14 or something like that before, right? But I've never seen Dillian with no woman or ever even heard him being linked to a woman. Not that I have to. I'm just saying, right? I seen Dillian make jokes on camera about being gay or use jokes with like gay banter and so on and so forth and playing like, using homosexual banter, stuff like that. I've seen him do that. I'd seen him do that before too. So is Dillian effeminate? Is Dillian homosexual? Is he a beta male? Right? Not only that, right? Dillian he gave another man his last name. He gave another man his last name. Like, and I don't even think dude related to him or nothing. He's not even related to him at all. He gave another man his last name like a man do when he marrying a woman. When he marries a woman, he gives a woman his last name. And Dillian gave another man his last name. So is that beta male behavior? I want to know. I'm just asking. I want to know something. Because everybody is calling Deontay Wilder out of his name, and after we see him joking and playing, being silly and jovial with his family, right? He being vulnerable, playing around with his family, being silly. That's all it was. Because Deontay Wilder is not no feminine man. And anybody that know Deontay or just seen Deontay, no, he not no feminine man at all. He joking, playing, being silly or whatever with his people. That's it. But I'm just saying, all of these people throwing glass, they throwing stones, right? They throwing stones at glass houses. I mean, they throwing stones and they live in glass houses, right? Or their favorite fighters live in glass houses. Cause we seen their favorite boxers do some very, very questionable things. Tyson Fury kissing a man on the lips, being in the bed with Ben Davison, Dillian White giving another man his last name. All this type, we seen them do questionable behavior time and time again. But those same people who criticize Deontay Wilder for this video won't say nothing about Tyson Fury kissing no man, won't say nothing about Dillian White giving another man his last name, or so on and so forth. They won't utter a word about it, right? So that let me know. You know Deontay Wilder was playing and being silly. You just want to pick and you want to try to judge him because you don't like him. You don't like him. You don't fool him at all. So now you want to act and you try to pick and nitpick at him because you don't like him. But you won't say nothing about Tyson Fury kissing a man on the lips. You will be quiet and you will be silent about that and you will take that to the grave. You will hold on to that opinion for dear life, right? But you know, you come at Deontay Wilder crazy. You know, and I know y'all wouldn't say a word. You know, when Tyson, because a lot of y'all didn't say nothing when Tyson Fury kissed that man on the lips. Y'all won't even question why Dillian White got another man with his last name. Y'all like, and you know, and again, we don't know these boxers personally and nothing like that, you know, but it's just so odd to me that all of these fans of these other boxers in the UK who have done questionable things, they got all this stuff to say about Deontay, right? But when it comes to their favorite boxers, they guys that they root for and the guys that they always championing, you know, they champion these other guys, they got a lot of questionable behavior on their side of the spectrum, right? On their side of the street. They got a lot of questionable behavior. But they won't address that. They won't speak on that. I find that very, very odd, man. I find it very, very strange, you know? But again, I see Deontay Wilder, he just having fun with his people and all of that. And they, oh, he twerking. Fam, did you make a video asking why Dillian White got another man with his last name? Why Tyson Fury in the bed with Ben Davison? Doing interviews? Why is he kissing another man on the mouth? That man didn't need no mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Why is he kissing this man on the mouth? Nobody made these. Nobody had made no videos about that. Nobody made no, you know, what they wasn't clowning Tyson Fury or Dillian White or so. They wasn't doing none of that. But now with Deontay Wilder, it's all, man, we on his head, we on his head. But it's cool. But I'm here to let y'all know, y'all doing that. But I've seen what your favorite fighters have done. I've seen the questionable things your favorite fighters have done. I saw them. I've been watching what they be doing. So I want to ask y'all, are they effeminate? Are they beta males? Let me know something. Talk to me. Let me know. Is Tyson Fury with that other wave, like you say Deontay Wilder is? Is that, you know? I don't know, man. You know, and I'm never concerned, you know, oh my God, like it really reeks my mind if these, you know, what this boxer does in their personal life. You know what I mean? If you, whatever you are, whatever you do what you do. You know what I mean? Whatever your sexual orientation is or whatever. My thing is that you got people, and we know Deontay Wilder is not a feminine man at all. We know that. But if you're going to call out Deontay, you got to talk about what your guys be doing. You got to talk about what your guys be into. If that's the case, call it even. If y'all, because all the people that hate Deontay Wilder, they say they hate Deontay because, you know, and they're all for fair coverage of fighters, fair representation of or we want fair representation. You know, these other guys, they only like Deontay Wilder. They clown everybody else, and you know it's not fair. We like fair coverage. So give that fair coverage and talk about what your guys be doing the questionable stuff that your guys have done. Talk about it. Cover it. What Tyson Fury kissed the dude and all this. Like, y'all, if y'all gonna do that, tell a whole story. You know what I'm saying? And let it be what it is. Because I know all y'all gonna say is, well, Tyson Fury got a wife. Deontay Wilder got a fiance. Tyson Fury got a lot of kids. Deontay Wilder got a lot of kids. So, you know, I just find it very hypocritical that you got people who are act like picking at Deontay, but it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Tyson Fury out here in the kissing booth giving out sugar, giving out more sugar than your next door neighbor, giving out more sugar than the great grandma meeting her grandbabies or seeing her grandbabies for the summer. For real, he out here giving out sugar to dudes. So I don't like, what do you mean, man? Anyway, man, I'm done. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.